Hey, folks, just a heads up. Before we jump into this episode, I want to enthrall you with a story that includes assassination, incest, human testing, and ducks. So just prepare yourself for all of those things to show up.
Dude, I've been so boring lately. When I haven't been walking around outside enjoying the nice weather, I have been doing nothing but playing Power Wash Simulator 2.
Yeah.
I haven't played the first one because
Cool.
it isn't on Switch 2.
How is it control on Switch 2?
Bad.
Polydactyl.
Vociferous.
Bombastic.
Rectangle.
Big words for smart people.
Hey, it's Big Words for Smart People, the only podcast that makes dumb guys smarter and smart guys more smarter. I'm Frankie. My pronouns are they, them. I'm doing this a little different every time.
Yeah. I'm Eric. My pronouns are he, him.
Hi,
and I'm
Eric.
doing it the same every time. Hi,
Hi,
Frankie. Hello. How are you today? We did that the whole episode. Today's word is
Today's one
hypothalamus.
Hypothalamus. Nope. I'm tired of it.
Nope.
I'm tired.
Hate it.
Hey, I'm sorry.
We lost it. Oh, there they go. There goes our visitor. Our one listener.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Mom.
Woo! All right.
Oh man.
You got a
Okay,
word?
Frankie. Yes, and I'm not going to tell it to you yet. Instead, I'm going to give you a history lesson.
Oh,
yeah, I'm
God.
going to ruin the whole show. It's
This is our worst
time
open
for
ever.
history.
History.
I want to talk to you about King Mithridatis VI, Eupator,
Okay, fake name,
ruler
but sure.
of Pontus. Yeah, okay. Hey, get ready to hear the word Mithridates a lot. Go ahead and try it out, because you're gonna have to be able to say it. King Mithridates.
King Mithridates.
There you go.
King Mithridates. I don't know.
King Mithridates nuts.
Oh! Oh, there it is.
There it is, and that's been a show. Tell us about the bees, Frankie. So
We hope you have a very whatever it is week.
Eric didn't tell me.
A very something week. We hope you have a very week.
King Mithridates VI, the 6 is important, was the ruler of Pontus, possibly the greatest ruler of Pontus.
I have a question.
It was in the southern coast of the Black Sea in what would be modern day Turkey.
You answered my question.
Okay. It was a long time ago. He ruled. He lived from like 135 to 63 BC, which, as we all know, BC stands for
Before come. I couldn't think of
I
anything.
knew you were gonna say come.
I couldn't think of anything.
It's actually before Chester the cheetah.
Oh,
So
before that cheesy intense flavor.
actually,
What did you say?
it's BC before Chester, and then when you email somebody and you don't tell somebody who's getting added onto it, it's BCC before Chester cheetah.
Dude, can I divert for a second?
Yeah, because we've gotten so far into my story.
My wife's been making chopped cheese lately, and the way to make it
Okay.
really good and gooey is to use American style individually wrapped cheese slices. And in Germany,
the stuff that's not cheese.
yeah, and in Germany they
The
can't
cheese
call it
byproduct?
cheese. In
Okay.
Germany they can't call it cheese. So if you look on the package, for the different kinds, it'll say it has this kind of cheese, it has that kind of cheese, but it doesn't actually say what it is. It just says with cheddar. It's with cheddar.
With cheddar.
Manchester.
That's how I live my life. is with cheddar.
Can I interest you in some
So-
Chester?
So in 135 before cheddar, we've got Mithridates, right? The sixth. And Mithridates claims descent from like all kinds of really important people. Like he claims that he comes from the line of like Cyrus the Great, Darius the Great, the regent Antipater, the generals of Alexander the Great, and
you could just
also,
do that back then. Who's gonna check?
who cares? No one's gonna ask if you're the descendant of kings Antigonus the First, Menothalamus, and Seleucus the First Nicator.
You're just describing parts
More
of the brain.
importantly, I'm just making things up. But more importantly, he also descended from Mithridates V, and that's going to be important.
Okay, well that one's probably true.
that one's probably more likely than the others. So, Mithridates V. All that matters for our story is that he was assassinated.
Sucks to suck.
He was poisoned. I mean, it happened to a lot of them.
Mhm.
He was poisoned by a mystery person.
Mhm.
That'll be important. At a lavish banquet that he himself was holding.
Okay.
So,
Do we
R.I.P. Papa Mithridates.
Do we
Yes.
know what it was at the banquet that killed him? I'm very curious.
I don't know what it was at the banquet that killed him, except that it was poisoned, right?
Mhm.
And that they say, and there's some theory here, not sure who killed him. When he dies, he leaves the kingdom to the joint rule of his widow, Laodice VI, and their elder son, Mithridates VI, who's our for this episode protagonist,
That's your big boy.
and also his younger son, Mithridates Crustus. So Mithridates V had two boys, named them both Mithridates. One of them gets a number, one of them gets a toothpaste brand.
Oh my god, like George Foreman.
There you go. There's George Foreman, George Fiveman, George Sixman. So,
Pretty good.
thanks, man. Neither Mithridates VI or his younger brother were old enough to rule the kingdom. So, mom keeps all of the power for the time being. That's important. There's theory that the mystery person who poisoned Five was his wife, because then she was in power. She also
her.
really preferred her younger son over her older son. She liked Mithridates Crustus way more.
Insert that bit from Arrested Development where Lucille's like, I love all my children equally. I don't care for Job.
I don't care for Mithridates V.
I don't care for Mithridates VI.
I prefer the other one. Yeah, I don't. That's 100% it. So at some point when he's still a minor, Mithridates VI starts thinking, my stomach hurts whenever I eat food that my mom's made.
It probably doesn't mean anything.
It's probably nothing. No, he goes, she's trying to kill me with poison. And he flees.
God
He
forbid
leaves.
women do anything. God.
I know. God forbid someone have a hobby. So,
It's afraid of strong, powerful
So-
women with poison.
he comes back to the picture around 116, 113 BC. He's been out doing some stuff. We'll come back to what he was doing while he was gone later. But he comes back and is hailed as the king. I should have said this at the beginning, and maybe I'll move it forwards. I want to enthrall you with a story that includes assassination, incest, human testing, and ducks. So just prepare yourself for all of those things to show up.
That's got to go at the top of the episode, man.
I'm going to move it way earlier. I meant
Way
to do
up.
it earlier.
Yeah.
So, we've seen the assassination. I'll put it before the cold open. That'll be the cold
Good.
open.
Good.
Hey, folks, just a heads up. Before we jump into this episode,
You're going to hear about all this awesome
I'm
shit.
going to tell you a story
and also incest.
about a guy. Trigger warning: assassinations via poisoning, incest, testing on humans, and also some ducks are involved. So, he comes back.
Oh, did he say ducks?
Oh, not the ducks.
Oh.
He comes back. He's hailed as the king the moment he comes back. Big triumphant return. Immediately, he imprisons his mom and his brother. Eventually they die. Mom probably died from natural causes.
Poison's
Air
pretty
quote.
natural.
Poison comes from nature.
Wait, sorry, I got a
and-
little lost. Is this the older son
Yeah.
who imprisoned everybody or the younger son?
Yeah. So Mithridatis VI
Okay, thank you.
returns from self-exile, hiding from his mom, who was probably poisoning his food and who probably killed his father via poisoning.
Mhm.
He imprisons both of them. Mom dies. Younger brother dies either from natural causes or he was tried for treason and executed. One of those happened.
I mean, what is the firing range but just stuff from the earth coming at you really fast?
We didn't record that part. One of these things happened. We'll ask Pliny the Elder later. So then returns, gets rid of those problematic parts of his family. He then marries his youngest sister, also named Laodice, who was 16 at the time, in order to keep the bloodline pure, lock in his claim for the throne, jointly rule Pontus, and secure the right for his legitimate children to succeed him when he dies. So, like, that's not great.
Maybe don't do that. That's how you
but
get
that's
those
what they
Habsburg
did.
heads.
Yeah, so comes back, locks in. This is all, remember, y'all, this is in the long time ago. This is before Chester Cheetah. So he then goes on to do all the things that kings like to do. So subjugating nearby communities, starting wars,
Love
spreading
it.
his influence,
Awesome. Cool.
all of that.
Mhm.
Pliny the Elder says that at the peak of his rule, he was a polyglot and spoke 22 languages because he spoke every language of the people underneath his rulership.
Yeah, I fucking doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Pliny the Elder is gonna have to be a whole nother episode because he's like the father of what we consider like encyclopedias now. But he also really liked to say something and then comment on it immediately, and like it was all tied to religion as well. It's fascinating. Anyways,
Pliny the Elder is like the Gen I PokeDex. He's like, this thing burns at 45 million degrees.
3 billion bees live inside that otter, and they'll come out if you get too close. So, King Mithridates VI, is conquering things, but in his works to conquer, pisses off some of the big boys, like Rome.
Well, that's gonna
Right.
happen.
Which
look, if you're
listen,
ambitious, you're gonna piss off Rome. Okay, it is
if
what
you're
it
trying
is.
to make, you gotta piss off a little Rome to be able to make it anywhere in life. He pisses off Rome, and ends up starting the Mithridatic War. Right?
Whoa,
It's a war between it's such a big piss off they got a war named after him.
Eric,
At some point, yes,
what's our word?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Trust me. We're almost there. At some point, in making an upset, like pissing off Rome, he goes, I got to get rid of all the Romans in my presence, and massacres anybody from Rome in multiple cities under his rule, which leads to the Second Mithridatic War, which eventually leads
So did it work?
to the Third Mithridatic War. I don't know. And then his failures during the Third we're all getting there. His failures during the Third Mithridatic War is what ends up leading to his death, right? But unlike sometimes when I tell stories about people where I don't care about how they died, we really care about how Mithridates died. Mithridates VI died.
Mhm.
So he's defeated by Pompey and Pontus, and he flees to the lands north of the Black Sea, and he tries to rally a new army. And he's way too intense about it, and the locals rebel against him,
Mhm.
which leads him to be like, all right, cool, I'm done. And there are different recountings of like how this led to, like, there's one belief that like his daughters wanted to prove that the poison he was about to drink worked, so they drank it first. There's other versions where he poisons his whole family. Then he decides to kill himself by poison. So Mithridates drinks poison to commit suicide.
Mhm.
It doesn't work.
If only he knew someone who knows a lot about poison. If
This
only.
is the thing I want to talk about.
Mhm.
I want the word of the day is Mithridatism.
Whoa. Okay.
Is this a word you've ever heard before? Because to me, this is a word I'd never heard, but a concept I've seen before.
I'm in the dark here. This is fascinating.
Mithridatism is a noun. It's a tolerance to poison acquired by taking gradually increasing doses of that poison.
Like the Princess Bride.
Yes. Like Wallace Shawn's character in Princess Bride.
No, not Wallace Shawn. Wallace Shawn died from that poison.
The other character who dies because
Carrie Elwes.
Anyways.
Carrie Elwes
yeah, there
built
it
up
is.
that resistance to lidocaine poison.
Exactly. This is the actual name for it. It comes from an actual thing. It's Mithridatism. Mithridates VI did not want to die like his dad did.
So he built up a tolerance to
had
poison
his own
over
hobbies.
time.
That was his when he was off, like hiding from mom. That's what he did when he became king again. Like when he came back and he became king, he devoted his like free time to building up a tolerance to poisons, mostly arsenic, because that's probably what killed his dad.
That's a really easy one to get to.
It's a good one to get.
Mm-hmm.
He was obsessed with studying poisons and antidotes to poisons and like building up a tolerance. He would test out his poisons and antidotes on criminals that had been condemned to death within Pontus, which is where the human testing part comes in. This is just what he did, and it kind of worked.
See, that's a brilliant strategy. You know, you can do human testing on as many people as you want, as long as you only use prisoners and you decide who's a prisoner.
and then it's morally okay. Judge, jury, and executioner rights to be like, this person's already doomed to death. Let's see if this works on him.
And nobody can say it's wrong because they broke a rule.
And if they say it in Roman, they already get taken care of.
Well, that's mistake number one.
Don't comment that I just said Roman was a language. We're gonna ignore that part. It's fine.
I had to restrain
Definitely
myself.
want it to be Latin.
I mean, they're not from Latvia. God, that's stupid.
All right, Emma.
I'm retiring.
Okay,
that was really bad.
By the time of his death, he had created a universal antidote called a Mithridate that he took every day. And what was in that Mithridate?
Oh no, please! You're gonna answer my question.
No. What was your question?
By universal cure, you said.
Yeah. Yes. Like a universal antidote. A theriac.
Yeah.
Eventually.
You mean a lot
Panacea.
That's it. You mean a lot of poisons.
Yeah. I mean, Pliny the Elder tells us it was either a whole bunch of poison stuff or like 20 yew leaves and some figs and some water. It's...
Yeah, man.
Google was not really on it at the time here. But in his retinue of like poisons he was messing with, he would use castoreum from beavers. Do you know what that is?
I thought castoreum came from castor beans.
Castoreum from beavers is a yellowish liquid used to scent mark. Fun fact about castoreum taken from beavers, it's right near the anus. It has a vaguely vanilla scent and flavor to it, and is USDA approved for food grade consumption and can be used to make vanilla flavored things without using actual vanilla bean.
Yep. Do you know where vanilla beans come from?
Beaver anus?
They come from the beaver anus. They're orchids.
They all come right from the beaver anus. They're orchids.
They're orchids, yeah, vanilla orchids. Do you know what the scientific name for... Is it the American beaver or the European beaver? One of the kinds of beavers. I'm just going to tell you. It's castor.
Castor.
That's their whole thing, is that
That's
yellowish,
my favorite.
Delicious ooze.
It's not the tail or the teeth, or that there are two of them and they're angry. It's the yellow ooze from their buttholes.
Just give me that butt goo.
Delicious.
Clip that one. Clip it.
Clip that, chat. So there was castoreum from beavers that had consumed willow, which isn't actually poisonous, but no. He had bees that had been harvesting from rhododendrons and oleander.
Oh, does that make poison honey?
It makes mad honey. Yeah, it makes poison honey because they've been collecting from poison plants. It also to make sure it was effective, he mixed it with opium. So it was like opium laced with poison honey that he would imbibe. You're Googling something. I'm gonna let you Google.
Sorry, I don't pay attention. I just don't.
Well, I saw your face illuminate, and not because you had an idea, it's because you changed tabs on your computer.
Flowers require insect visits to set seed. I'm looking into oleander. Seem to be pollinated through a deception mechanism. That's not relevant.
I was going to tell you that Caster is my favorite MMORPG class.
You just make more casters.
I got my caster one. And then if you grind them down, you get castor oil.
Fears of honey contaminated with toxic oleander nectar are therefore unsubstantiated. So maybe think about that next time Mithridatis VI.
What about rhododendron?
Hold on.
Because if you look up Pontus honey...
mad honey. Oh my god, that's a thing.
That's what I said, baby.
So I thought you were just saying something.
Nope. This is legit. Yeah, it's almost like I did some research today.
That's crazy.
He makes mad honey, dog. So he would mix that. You got this opium honey with rhododendron poison and like death honey. I think mad honey's been used in like a Sherlock story or something. I'm sure it's shown up in something. It seems like the kind of thing that they would use as a really interesting plot point in a Netflix murder mystery.
Yeah.
You know?
Or
it'll come back. Keep watching Rian Johnson's movies and you'll see it show up at some point.
If I see it in an episode of Columbo, I'll let you know.
Yeah, ping me. And also, ducks.
Oh boy.
The ducks. The ducks of Pontus eat poison.
That's a fun little quirk.
It's a really good phrase. The ducks of Pontus eat poison. They eat hellebore and hemlock, and it doesn't kill them. And Mithridates noticed this and was like, I can use these ducks. But consuming their blood, flesh, or eggs could kill you because there was poison inside those. They were poison ducks.
That'll happen.
And the fact that we don't have a poison duck as a Pokemon is such an offense to me at this point.
Hey, maybe Gen 10.
We'll name it Pontus, and it'll be a poison water type duck.
I looked into it, by the way. The Mad Honey mystery was... It's a really cute name, isn't it? It's a Hercule Poirot story.
It's a Poirot story.
A haunting in Venice.
Poirot. It sounds very Poirot. Okay, thank you for that. So, poison ducks. Ducks are just chilling, but if you eat them, everything in Pontus wanted to kill you by poison, and so I don't think he was wrong to be like, I'm gonna build up a tolerance to all this. After he died, and he took poison, and the poison didn't work, so he had his right hand man poison him with a sword, which is to say, cut off his head with a sword, and that worked.
That'll do it. Yeah.
That took care of it right quick.
I hear that causes brain damage.
Yeah. He lost his head.
You're gonna be totally off your lid, man. It's some crazy shit.
It's gonna take a weight off his shoulders. And it's also like, to me, I think death by sword is probably a lot faster than death by imbibing poison. So I don't know why he saved like that one for, especially he knew he was resistant to poison. He drank the poison every day. And he's like, nah, this is how I'm going to go, is more of this stuff.
Dude, poison is all he knew. He didn't know about other ways. It's like, it's poison or it's nothing.
Is poison. Yes. So after he dies, Romans take all of his notes and they burn some of them. They translate a lot of them. And then, like we kind of talked about earlier, they end up creating Theriac, which is Mithridates' Mithridate, but they add in more opium, poppy seeds, and some viper flesh for good measure to make sure it's effective.
Obviously, you're going to do that. I mean,
you got to put some viper flesh in.
If you give me a concoction that doesn't have at least a little bit of opium in it, like I'm not going to take it. What do you think I am?
I'm not going to take this. Yeah.
I've got some self-respect.
And the addition of viper flesh is funny because at the time they believed that the flesh would help build up resistance to viper venom because it came from the same animal. But we now know that's not true.
There's a logic to it. It makes sense. It's not right, but it makes sense.
Fun fact, as long as you don't eat the heads, every snake is edible because their meat is fine to eat.
It's really just a hot dog with scales when you get down to it.
It's just like kind of a scaly hot dog. It's a scaly hot dog that even if you cut off the head, when you cook it, the muscles tense up, and so it will like coil around the thing you're cooking it on.
You just need to have a really squiggly bun.
You gotta have a squiggly bun. All turtles are technically edible as well, and they come in their own bowl.
I don't think I could eat a turtle though. They're just really cute.
Well, also you shouldn't, because turtles, much like the ducks of Pontus, turtles eat and digest mushrooms in many areas that are not that are poison to humans. And so like the meat is edible, but it may have eaten things that could make you very sick or kill you. So you should only eat turtle. You shouldn't. First of all, you shouldn't. But if you are like, I have to eat turtle or I'm going to die, you need to also know what those turtles eat in the area. And you'd be better off like finding a snake, I guess.
Just eat a snake. Unless it's a turtle eating snake,
bugs.
and then you might be a little fucked.
Yeah, or eat a bug. If you had to eat a bug, what kind of bug would you eat?
Honeypot ant. Next question.
Oh, cicada. I want to eat cicadas. I've probably said this on the podcast before. I'm pretty sure I have. I want to eat a bug nugget.
I don't think I would eat a cicada.
So yeah, pop off the wings, deep fry it, baby. You got a snack.
I had fried grasshoppers at a restaurant in the Netherlands a couple months ago, and they burned the shit out of them. And like, I know, okay, that was my first grasshopper, but I've had lots of crickets. I know what they're supposed to taste like, and that was not it. Yeah. I paid €2 per grasshopper.
Like. Oh
bullshit,
no!
Fine dining bullshit.
35 grasshoppers down, and I could have had a Pokemon game. I should have stopped after the third one, but 32 more, and here we are. This one's burnt too.
Why did I have to
crunch,
eat
crunch,
35?
I should have known.
I'm on my 35th grasshopper. I'm like, maybe this one will be different.
It's an acquired taste, right? Is that all at one sitting? I'm going to do it. Here we go. What you should have done is microdosed burnt grasshoppers until you built up a tolerance for them over time.
Right.
Through Mithridatism.
Mindel brought grasshoppers. Don't do this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, y'all.
There are better ways. Don't do this.
There's also lots of so this is fascinating because like Mithridates was right and also lucky because there are a lot of poisons that your body will not build up a tolerance to. Right. And in fact, there are a lot of poisons that will just kill you that you won't have the chance to build up a tolerance to.
And on top of that, there's two kinds of poisoning, right? There's like an acute poisoning, and then there's like a chronic or a long-term poisoning. And while this Mithridates method might I'm not a fucking doctor, but it might have prevented like death from acute poisoning. Like you're still like putting poison into your body over and over again, and it does accumulate over time. And like that's how you get like heavy metals in your brain that give you the kind of brain damage that makes it so that you can only think to kill yourself by taking more poison instead of just using a fucking sword. If you're in that kind of situation.
if that were to happen.
If that's your reality, is what's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like a poison cordyceps.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, but it's interesting to me. Like Mithridates is a fascinating individual. Like purportedly, he slept with like an ox, a chicken, and another animal. Like
don't do that
next to his bed every night, so that it would alarm him. I got my little sister, ox, a chicken.
Dude, I really thought that's where you were going with that. That's awful.
No, they were his livestock alarm clock. That if anybody came into the room, they would make a noise and wake him up, so he wouldn't be. This dude was like 24/7 on his grind to not be killed by the people around him, which I guess is what happens when your mom poisoned your dad, presumably, and tried to poison you, and then everything in your land's trying to kill you, and also you pissed off Rome. Like, I get it.
See, back in the day, if you wanted to be woken up when someone walked into your room, you couldn't just put a whole bunch of tin cans on some string attached to the doorknob. You needed an ox, you needed a chicken, you needed some third thing I forgot.
Probably a fish.
Probably a fish. You needed
and
a
guppy.
fish.
One carp, one in a bucket. A carp in a bucket. One carp in a bucket. We'll keep, man, if we did episode titles, that would just be the title for this episode, is a carp in a bucket.
One carp in a bucket.
The ducks of Pontus eat poison. But like the principle, while very different, is still somewhat carried through today in the form of how vaccines do work. Like it's small doses of something so your body can build up a resistance to it. He didn't necessarily know that. Oh, he was also like always flanked by shamans for like religious reasons, because all medicine was tied to religion at the time.
If I could afford shamans, I would have shamans around me all the time. Are you kidding? I'm not even that spiritual. So it just seems like a good investment.
It'd be a pretty cool thing to do. They got cool hats. It makes me wonder, like, what do you wish you could microdose a resistance to? Like,
I can be funny or I can be honest.
I mean, I don't have an either answer. My answer was going to be anxiety.
Literally, that's what I was going to say. Like, you can microdose social anxiety, and it does help.
Yes, but you have to maintain it, or you lose your resistances to it.
You spend one weekend inside.
It's a frequent dosage. Yeah.
You spend one weekend inside.
You don't talk to someone for 3 days.
Yeah. That is something that's a bit of a blessing and a curse about living abroad and trying to learn a second language while living abroad, is that you do get like dog walked socially pretty much every single day.
Sure.
So whenever I go back to the US, or anytime I'm in like an Anglophone country, like, oh my God, I breeze through life. It's easy
because you can actually talk to people.
I can get through any social interaction and I feel fantastic.
If you want to tell us in the Discord what Mithridatism, what poison you'd like to develop Mithridatism towards,
or what poison you're currently Mithridatizing against.
Yeah. What poison are you trying to increasingly resist through microdosing?
Tell us.
Tell us. And if you like our show, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, comment, whatever. Share us with your friends.
Blow us kisses.
Blow us sweet kisses from a tremendous distance.
We'll know.
And then learn about our cool. We'll know. We'll catch them and put them in our pocket. The little pocket in your jeans that is supposed to be for, I don't know, a pocket watch, I guess.
Yeah. It's for kisses.
But now is for where you put kisses and acorns.
You want to know about our bees?
I do.
I never want to build up an immunity against these bees slowly over time. I want to have the full impact of these bees every time I see them, because they're fantastic, and they are made by Lava Salmon, and you can find more from her in the show notes.
Thank you, Lava Salmon.
Thank you, Lava Salmon. Am I saying the thing?
Yeah. Say the thing.
Oh, God, I hope... I might have to try a couple times.
It's Mithridatis.
We hope.
I know you forgot the word because I didn't write it in the show
You
notes. I'm letting you
didn't,
fly
no.
fucking completely blind today.
We hope you have a very Mithridates week. Got it in one!